Last time on Taverns and Caverns. After the fall of Badger De Darkmore, we find ourselves back at Virus's residence. Thinking they would have the time to relax, Cat and Co. are told that Virus's brother, including herself, have been summoned to meet with Archibald De Darkmore himself. Poor saps. I'm assuming it's regarding Vanya's death. What else would it be? After returning, Virus provided Cat and Co. their next mission, to infiltrate Badger's penthouse, located here in Wolfpine. With Badger being in town and without much time to prepare himself, Virus believes it is best time to strike, and I think I agree with her this time. Apparently the lad has a penthouse and is known for inviting all sorts of fun entertainment. I wonder what kind. Cat and Co. will be disguising themselves as this entertainment, though, with the resources provided to them by Virus's wealth. The lucky saps. Talk about being pampered. Let's hope they don't mess this up. Luckily, I, Camaros, will not be joining them this time. It will be Stalwart. I'm sure they'll love to hear that. Episode 56, The Darkmore Penthouse. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Taverns and Caverns. Everyone, this is your Dungeon Master Haphazard DM. And last time on Taverns and Caverns, Cat and Co., they finally made it to Virus's mansion after defeating her sister, Badger De Darkmore. And upon coming back to Virus's mansion, they found out that her brother and her father her father called a meeting between her and her brother. So the two of you, or the four of you now know that her brother Badger De Darkmore is currently in the city of Wolfpine, which is where Virus's mansion is located. You're all hiding in her mansion for the time being. You were told not to necessarily leave the mansion. She wants to keep you guys safe and keep any suspecting eyes or anything like that from the group. But after meeting with her father and brother, she mentioned that her brother is going to be in town for the next day or so. And she knows that he has a penthouse in the area, which he likes to invite entertainment to. So thanks to Virus's connections and her, I should say, as I'm rubbing my fingers together, her money, she was able to get you guys a appearance into the penthouse with Badger De Darkmore. And based off the plan that was spoken of last, you were supposed to break into the penthouse. It is well guarded. He has many guards in the penthouse, so you're going to have to obviously beat up some guards. And after doing so, you're going to want to let in whoever else is going to accompany you to slaughter the brother. And we remember Camaros decided that he is not going on this mission. He is tagging Stalwart in. So you now have Stalwart, unfortunately, because I guess you all hate Stalwart. But he's going to be joining you on this mission. But other than that, you all have the resources to gain whatever clothing, makeup, accessories, whatever you want to disguise yourself in when you go to the penthouse. Remember, Badger is a man with many tastes. He does not only prefer women, he likes men as well, and he also likes other races such as Tabaxi, Dragonborn. He will go with anything. He is a wild man. So, and all four of you decide to end up doing this. And I remember you had asked some of the NPCs. Some of them did not want to do it. Some of you did not want any. Some of you didn't want Elroy or Yatari to be a part of it, which is fine. Elroy probably would have fucked things up anyways. So we have Edeyar, Isundra, Nomu, and Damien that will be breaking into the penthouse Metal Gear Solid style. I guess it's not really Metal Gear Solid style. This is going to be more Final Fantasy VII Don Corneo style.
Oh, yeah.
You actually, Rob, you actually brought that up before I even explained everything. You were like, this is sounding like Don Corneo FF7. Yep. Rob is ready for this shit.
Oh, yes.
All right, but that's where we left off. So we're going to pick up right where we left off. Let's go ahead and say after you had gathered all your resources and you all chose what you wanted to wear, what makeup you wanted, whatever, you all decide on your appearance. I'm pretty sure Edeyar is just going to go as himself with his armor and everything.
Yep.
I think that's what
coming off.
Armor's not coming off. But let's go ahead and say you all are able to relax for the rest of the day. Remember, Ivir's had this meeting early in the morning, so you've all had the day to decide what you want to wear and how you want to present yourselves. And Ivir's gave you the rest of the day to relax and prepare yourselves for the upcoming mission. And she is, let's just say, wanting you all to do this on the same night that she had the meeting with her father and brother. She does not want to waste any time. She knows Badger's not going to be in Wolf Pine for very long. He's going to head back to Bracana in order to take care of his other businesses and whatnot. But she wants to get this out of the way before he leaves. So again, this is going to be happening on the same night that you all decided what you are going to present yourselves as. But we'll go ahead and say that Avirus has summoned all of you to her office again around, let's say around 4:00 in the afternoon. And let me go ahead and change my map. I want to make sure I'm on the same map as you guys. Yeah, you guys are all in the office. As you're all summoned into Avirus's office / library, whatever you want to call it again, Camros is there, as well as Stalwart and all the other NPCs. And after you all enter the office, Stalwart shuts the door, and Avirus kind of just beckons for all of you to get closer. And she has this journal in her hand, and she just closes it and looks at the four of you. And after doing so, she's going to ask the question. Well, have you all decided with what you're going to present yourselves with at my brother's penthouse? Do you all know what you're going as or what you're going to be wearing? I'm assuming you all enjoyed the resources that I've provided to all of you for this task at hand. And if you liked any of the resources that you're gaining for this night, you may keep it. It is yours. But are we prepared?
I should be.
I guess this will do. Looking at a elaborately chosen outfit, dream linens. I'm in my favorite silk with my corset to give me shape, my skirt with a split, my boot past the knee. I haven't shaved. This wig has a bang.
Is it winter? I mean, that's fair. I don't shave in winter either.
Yeah, typically Desiree wears pants, so that's not usually a concern, but you know how to spice it up, compete with you whores, apparently.
Damn.
But yes, I'm going to try and flirt and see if I can outdrink him.
How can we get Nomu to look like a girl cat?
Nomu looks like an abomination.
You didn't say he had to be
Do
a
you have
girl
like
cat.
a lipstick on? I thought I had to be a girl. Oh no, you said he swings both ways. Never mind. You did say that, didn't you?
Let's say he. I did. He does.
Nomu does need a
say,
bath.
Let's not say he swings both ways. Let's say he swings all ways.
Oh,
Yep.
that's fair.
He's swinging.
He's like
He's
the guy.
swinging.
He's like the guy from Gantz that just wanted to fuck anything.
Oh, that was my boy.
So Avirus just raises an eyebrow at Damien, and then she looks at the other three.
Desiree.
I'm sorry, Desiree. At the other three, are the three of you wearing what you're going to be wearing for the night? Like, describe what you guys are choosing to wear. Again, you don't
Where
have
to
to.
there? Okay.
Yes, wear to the penthouse. You don't have to be. Again, you don't have to dress in any specific way. You can just go as yourself. But
No.
I want the listeners to kind of get an idea of what every single one of you, like Damien, Bri, you did a great explanation of what Desiree is wearing for the night. But let's go ahead and go around the table and see what else everyone possibly might be wearing to get into the penthouse. Let's start with
Okay, so we want to look fancy though, right?
yes,
High class, but like high class
yes.
prostitute.
Badger has high taste. He has a very he will go with whatever, but you have to look good.
Okay.
He's not going to take someone with like raggedy clothes and whatnot.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta
so
remember,
my clothes are out.
remember, he is a Darkmore.
All right.
High
Let me
class.
think.
Armor, got it.
So Isundra, but not too slutty, right?
It's up to you. You don't know what he likes.
Well, I mean, that's not high class, right?
No one's judging you. Who are they to say what class is?
Right.
Isundra is going to take this opportunity to dress very what she considers classy. So it's going to be like a long, I'm going to say purple, like a long purple dress with a super high slit to where like you almost see the panties, but you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's the China dress?
All the way up. Oh, what?
I get a split. Everyone want to have a little leg out.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize you said you had a split, but yeah.
Come on,
let's. You said your legs are hairy.
We
All
might
right,
as well
so
cut
on
Edyar's
her
pants open
left
too.
slit, it's like super high up, and you see her thigh. Would she wear better shoes, or is she too into the forest? I feel like she's not.
Is she gonna be
I
wearing
wouldn't
some?
allow it.
Is she wearing some Crocs, some sandals?
I never allow it.
She has flat shoes on because I'm not sure Isundra could walk. Okay, Isundra's gonna try to walk in heels. She's gonna have to change before you leave, though. She's got like a little heel on her boots, so I feel like that's okay, right? Like a little bit of a heel. Do they have like baby heels?
Yeah, they can have whatever.
You know those like dumb chunky heels that you wore when you were like 8? Like that's what Isundra has on.
Oh, she got the kitten heel on, bitch.
Yeah. That's all she can walk in. She can't walk in real high
not the
heels.
pussycat heels. Damien or Desiree with a full stiletto. I'm
But
like,
yeah, that's the
I'm
look
like
Isundra wanted to go for, but you know, she's not. She doesn't
Yeah.
know. She sleeps on the floor. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't know.
I'm like 6 inches taller. I'm almost 7 feet tall right now.
And then in Isundra's, okay, and then it's got like a slit, you know, down. It shows some boobie. Isundra shows some boobies. It's a little too deep. It's a little too J-Lo from the 90s. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about? That like infamous green dress J-Lo
That
had?
we can't escape from.
Oh, we got it.
Isundra's trying, okay, but she's missing the mark. She looks a little too slutty, but it's okay. Her spirit is in the right place. And then she thinks that like fancy means like a tiara. She's got a tiara in her hair with like a bunch of braids, and that's the look she's going for. She thinks she's doing the right thing. She obviously looks like a corner lady, but she tried.
Okay. All right. So with the description of Isundra and Desiree, let's move on to Edeyar. Edeyar, what are you wearing? Did you decide to just change the color of your armor? Did you decide to wear different armor? I think you decided to wear lighter armor, but I can't remember. I'll allow you to elaborate.
Edeyar is wearing the plate mail he got before, but he's changing the color to have the blue overall base color with the gold embroidery around the rims. And it's going to be the same thing for like the underneath it. It's going to be kind of like this leather armbands around. The plate goes down the side with the blue and the gold. More like a regal warrior instead of just instead of just what he was normally wearing.
So do you have some of your bicep showing then? Or do you have armor around your arms?
The top of the arm is covered, but like the bottom is showing.
Okay, so your forearms are showing. You got the forearms going.
Edeyar's dressed like how he wished his family still had money, and that's how they would dress.
So I need to know, did you shine up your head too? Did you take some oil to it and just like wax it?
Not put a top hat on.
Oh, you got a top hat, okay.
This is some kind of joke to you?
Yes.
All right. So remember, really quick, before we get to Nomu, remember that you are expected to have to take out some guards, whether it be with your hands or whatnot. So Isundra doesn't necessarily have to worry about it because she uses magic as well as Edeyar. But remember, going to the penthouse, you're not allowed to bring obviously weapons. So they're not gonna let you in. Like Edeyar, if you have a mace to your back or something, they're not gonna let you take it inside. It's gonna be it will be conspicuous, and it would raise eyebrows on why the entertainers are bringing weapons. So remember that when we're going into the penthouse.
So I'm just stuffing all my stuff.
There you go. That's perfect. All right. So Isundra has fishnets. Okay. And
thank you.
Nomu, please elaborate with what you've decided to. Did you do the whole cloud strife experience? And did you go to find cologne, wig, and all that? Did you do some squats with some homies?
Nomu has shaved his hair to look like Felicia
Shades.
from Stalkers.
That would be hilarious.
It's
But no,
got like hair covering just the titties.
No, Nomu is actually wearing some poofy, translucent pants, sky blue, of course.
Are you
He's
going? Oh my goodness!
Cosplaying Jasmine.
I'm about to say the same thing.
close.
No,
very
he's
close.
gonna be like Yaskir from.
He's got this veil over his face that's a confection of like bronze discs, almost
Oh,
like
no.
scale.
Oh no.
He looks like Will Smith in Wild Wild West, all right?
Oh no!
He's got the poofy sleeves, sky blue, of course. He got the pointed breast that has the frills at the tips.
You need to
Nomu
walk
did
in
the
separate.
Django Unchained thing where
Yep.
he shows up where he gets to get something fancy and it's just like the most ridiculous, ostentatious outfit. I'm here for
Yep.
it.
He's got his fur, his hair up in an updo with a circlet that's in the shape of a sun. He looks
Damn.
ridiculous.
Damn. Did you do any makeup or anything to your fur?
The fur you can see, no.
Okay.
You didn't
It's
dye
just
it. You
washed
didn't dye
and
your
pressed.
tail.
Nope, but it is washed and pressed.
Ooh.
All
Did
right.
you curl a little bit of it? Did you curl the fluff in your chest? Say yes.
You can't see it. It's behind the shirt.
I want to put my hand in there and see.
And like I said, he looks like Will Smith from Wild Wild West
Wild
mixed with
Wild
Princess
West.
Jasmine.
Okay. All right.
He looks ridiculous.
Well, thank you for elaborating on your individual characters. While the four of you are all four of you wearing this now as you're speaking with Avirus, or are you waiting closer to go
Yeah, how does
time?
Avirus feel about what we look like?
I was gonna say if you're all wearing, well, let's go ahead and just say you're all prepared and wearing what you just described. Avirus is looking at all of you. She has this. She's having a hard time. I'm like, actually, you know what? Let me make a roll. I rolled a 2. She's having a difficult time showing her poker face. She's actually chuckling at not all of you, but she is laughing somewhat to herself. You can see that she has this smile. I mean, I rolled a 2, so she can't hide it very well. But you can see she has a grin kind of form from time to time. She can't help but laugh very lightly. It's not obvious. At least the sounds of her laugh isn't loud enough, but you can definitely tell she is finding your appearances to be somewhat funny to her, because you have to remember she is thinking of her brother at this moment and the kind of tastes that you're going to be presenting to her brother. And while she's chuckling at some, from time to time, she looks over at the four of you, and before she can say anything, Rogar speaks up. Oh my goodness, all four of you are lovely. I do like it, yes?
Yeah, thank you. Nomu also smells like an exotic lotus with cinnamon.
Nomu, that wig Desiree let me wear on the boat, you should also wear it. It might make you look better, like Rogar, yes? If Rogar was on mission, I would wear wig, yes?
You may look better. I look good now. I'm good.
But with wig, he would look better, like best, yes?
Nomu looks fantastic. You mind your business.
Camrose, he just in his chair, leaning back. He's slouched. He looks lazy as hell. He's got a glass of alcohol. He's slouched. His tummy's hanging out.
Damn.
He takes a sip of his whiskey and he just goes, my, all of you look fabulous. It's a good thing I'm not on this mission because I'd have to blow you all out the water with what I would dress up as. But I'm not. However, Stalwart will be joining you. Stalwart, are you going to be dressing up as well, my friend? And Stalwart looks over at Camrose and shakes his head. No. Oh, well, that's not fun now, is it? Well, Stalwart will be joining you all as your protector, your escort. I guess I'll let Avirus speak up more of what's going to happen, but I think you all look magnificent. And he starts scratching his belly while he's just leaning there in the chair. And Avirus, she looks at the four of you. Yes, let's get down to business now. So again, I mentioned that you will be invited to Badger's Penthouse through some connections that I have made. Now, remember, he might ask him or his guards may ask you a couple of questions. There is going to be one specific individual I require you all to remember the name of. She goes by the name of Lady Orlona. Remember this name. This is your benefactor, and this is the lady who will be sending you to Badger's penthouse. So you will be acting on her behalf. She is well known here in Wolf Pine as one of the many ladies that are in charge of all forms of entertainment, from music to the things my brother does, to plays, to everything. So she is, let's just say she carries quite the hefty name around Wolf Pine, and to be sent by her is one that will, I believe, impress my brother's tastes. So do not go and be too much of a fool, I guess, before you get into the penthouse. We don't want to blow your cover, right? So once you get into the penthouse, remember, they'll ask you a couple questions of who sent you, why you're here. Again, you're here to entertain my brother on behalf of Lady Orlona. And you are supposed to be here over one single night. And remember, he may not choose all four of you. He may only like one of the four of you, or he might choose all four. I have no idea what he's going to do. He's crazy. I have no idea. His tastes are weird sometimes to me. I can't understand it. But once one of you or all four of you are chosen, whoever gets accepted into the penthouse has to allow the rest of the others in. Because remember, I mentioned there are two, and you have to be very careful of these two individuals. There are two lovely women that follow my brother around. I believe them to be demons. They go by the names of Terona and Myris. They are always following Badger around. They're like his personal bodyguards. Except they don't really look like bodyguards, so don't let their looks fool you. I'm pretty sure they have some form of evil deep within their soul. So if they happen to be demons or devils, I do apologize, but that's part of the business we're dealing here with. So be very careful of those two and try your best not to blow your cover if the two of them show up before you're able to get into the penthouse, please. Do we have any other questions?
No. Where will we be tying up your dog, Stalwart?
Now, there is no tying up Stalwart. Stalwart is going to be escorting you to the penthouse on behalf of Lady Orlona. He is going to be your quote-unquote bodyguard that escorts the entertainers to their driven location. Once you're there, I'm assuming they're not going to let Stalwart in. He is only there to deliver the entertainment. However, he will be helping with this mission. So once you are inside, definitely let him in once you have the opportunity to do so. It is my understanding that my brother has about 10 or fewer guards in his penthouse. He has always been one to not care for very many guards, but I think it's because he believes his two personal bodyguards are strong enough to protect him. So you shouldn't have too much trouble with the actual bodyguards. From what I can tell, they're just low lives making a couple gold here and there. They shouldn't be that much of a challenge to any of you. So knock them out. Do whatever you have to do to fool them to allow the others in. And then once everyone's in, slaughter him and then get the hell out. Easy enough.
Sounds good.
Easy enough, yes.
Sounds simple.
So Stalwart is our escort. I guess I have stooped lower. That's fine. We can get this done.
I guess if he doesn't want us to blow our cover, he has to buy me drinks all night.
Aren't they going to recognize Stalwart?
No, of course not. Stalwart and Camrose, they do my jobs in the dark. My family knows nothing about my businesses
Really? I
than
feel like that's not true for Camrose.
Oh,
He's pretty flashy.
I am very flashy. That is true. But Avirus really does not go out very often with me. I mean, the only time she really showed herself in public, and it was when we were back in Londe in the Greythorn Forest. But that was about it. Normally, she sends me out to do stuff by myself, or Stalwart and I.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be seen to either.
Wow, I thought we were friends, Damien, Desiree.
What gave you that impression?
Wow. Haven't we been through enough together?
Yes.
And we're not friends. Nomu, can you speak up for on my behalf? Edeyar, say something, man.
You leave
think she
Chamomile
meant
alone.
She doesn't want to be through anymore with you once you answered yes.
But Chamomile is our friend.
Exactly, Nomu. Thank you.
Huh. Okay.
It's Star-Wars we need to worry about.
Stalwart just looks over at Nomu and just looks away. And as you're speaking, Avira, she's going to open up her journal again. She's going to continue reading from it. And as she does so, she looks back up. Well, you'll be meeting at the Penthouse around 8 o'clock this evening. You have a couple of hours to prepare yourselves. So please, do not fail this. If you do, then unfortunately, there's not much I'm going to be able to do to save your life from anything that might happen. If this mission is a failure, then I'll have to cut my losses and start from somewhere else. So don't fail, okay? Oh, also, are any of you going to be bringing any of your other friends with you on this mission? Or are you only going to want to bring Stalwart?
I mean, we don't really want to bring Star-Wars. Rogar, he's a dragonborn, and I just think that he's very charming.
Oh, well, thank you. I am very charming, yeah.
Yeah, so
Whatever.
We need a little muscle behind us. We don't really know what we're dealing with there, especially dealing with two demons.
Yes, if they really are demons and devils, you're going to need all the help you can get. So unfortunately, Stalwart will be the only one that can escort you there. However, we can have Rogar and some of your other friends here join you once the gates have been opened. But we have to do it quietly and secretly. We don't want anyone seeing your faces as far as the second party that breaks into the place, because there are going to be people walking around the streets that might see you. Now, there's walls all around the Penthouse once you pass the gate, so you'll be a little bit more covered, but you never know. There might be a passerby that sees Rogar and some of your friends rushing into the Penthouse from afar. We don't want that. That would be way too obvious. And knowing the areas that my brother's Penthouse is in, there's always people that are nosy and wanting to know what everyone is doing. So I would definitely suggest being careful about that. So with that, then, I will leave you all to it. 8 o'clock is when you'll be meeting. So at 7, I want you all ready to leave with Stalwart. And I would like to discuss with yourselves who potentially you might want to bring to help you break into the Penthouse afterwards. But my time is, again, time is money, and I have things to do. She shuts the journal, she stands up, and she begins to walk out. And Cameros, he just rubs his belly. Well, I have other things to do as well. So you all have good fun, and I hope you all the best. And he gets up and he begins to walk out as well, leaving Stalwart with all of you. And he shuts the door behind him. And Stalwart's just staring at all of you at this point. And Rogar is looking around. Oh my goodness. You want Rogar to come? You need my muscle. I wasn't able to help last time. Rogar feels like his muscles are needed, yes?
Yes, of course.
Oh.
All right. Anyone else we want to bring on the trip, guys?
Yatari, or not Yatari. Elroy looks over, raises his hand. Hey, Yatari and I didn't get to go last time. Maybe we should go this time. Help bust some heads. You know what I'm saying?
There's a reason for that.
What do you mean there's a reason for that?
Some
I'm ride or die.
That's fine. You can ride here at the house. Yeah, next time.
Maybe they can wait outside or something.
What do you mean next time? I'm ready to whoop some butt. I have a crossbow.
And a very, very low HP.
What's
Listen.
low HP?
Listen, you're mighty in spirit, man.
I want to see Rogar dressed up.
What?
I want to see Rogar dressed up. Is he going to dress up?
I mean, yeah, you can get a wig. You know he's into it.
Oh,
I think it is too late. They told Lady whatever or Lona only 4 are going. But I can hide maybe outside the walls, and then when the doors open, I'll rush in with our friend here, Stalwart.
With a wig on?
I could put the wig. Can I wear your wig, Desiree?
Why mine? There's a whole box of stuff here, brand new.
Because it is your wig, yes? I like your wig. I do not want a virus's wigs.
I do not think anyone else should go with us. I think it's too dangerous. I don't want Yaito to get hurt. I don't want to make him
Yaito's
in
not
any
coming.
sort of bad situation.
I mean, I will come if you need my help. However, I will say last time when we fought sister, that was hard.
Next time you're getting in a dress, Yaito. I'm looking at you now.
I am not going to get in dress.
Next time you are.
Oh my goodness. Itari raises her hand. Well, I can help. I didn't need to do anything last time.
No, absolutely not.
This is a penthouse. Are you even old enough to drink?
Yeah, I
This
don't
is an
think you guys
adult
getting
mission.
stuck with creepy people. It's
I
not.
don't, I don't think drinking is the
She-
problem.
She looks at David or Desiree. Of course I'm old enough to drink. I'm in college, damn it.
You don't have any sex appeal. I wouldn't want you if you walked in. No disrespect.
Damn.
That is rude.
Yeah.
Leave my Atari alone.
Hey, I'm just saying. What she's wearing isn't very flattering. You're
You're
cute.
Desiree today, right?
She's
Yes.
lovely in her own way.
yeah. Well, this isn't a
You
mission
Teddy,
for the
don't take it the
lovely.
wrong way.
This is a
Don't take
mission
it the
for the
wrong
bad
way.
bitches.
Desiree is using mean words to hurt you so that you don't come. Don't take it the wrong way.
These aren't mean words.
Itari folds her arms, over her chest, and she kind of has this pout look on her face. Whatever. I could look good if I wanted to. Elroy's like, that's kind of mean, Desiree. Why would you say that? Yatari is a bad bitch. She can summon fire elements and ice elements and stuff.
Listen, if you want me to test your little the boundaries, so to speak, from being a modest girl to a woman who's ready to embrace her sex appeal, let me know.
She's gonna trick you out. Don't do it.
Rogar's like, okay.
Shut your mouth, cat.
Okay. Enough fighting. We do not want to fight. Yes, it's okay. How about this? Yaito, he's hurt from last mission. He can hold back. Rogar will come. Yatari, you can stay with Elroy. Rogar will take care of all the hard work tonight. Yes?
Actually, yes, Yatari, you should protect Elroy. He's got like 10 HP.
Yeah. Mama plans on drinking tonight.
What?
What?
I'm not trying to get distracted by no fight in these beautiful clothes, especially if we get to keep them. I don't want to destroy them.
We are going to have to fight no matter what. What are you talking about?
Look,
Oh,
this thing
yeah.
itches.
Hey, can you I'm about to roll. Can you see my dagger and my corset? I hit it pretty well.
Okay. Yeah, we'll use deception. Deception works. Your dagger is fairly well hidden. You can't really necessarily. Which dagger is this a normal dagger or is this your okay? I was gonna say normal dagger, yes, it's hidden fairly well. Again, Edeyar does have the bag of holding. If you prefer to give your weapons to him, he could probably place them into his bag of holding.
Okay, I'll put my magic weapons in there.
I mean, that's up to Edeyar though. I don't want
Oh
to
no.
Bag of holding. It's for my stuff.
It can hold a lot more. Don't be an ass.
Fine.
The dagger will stay on me. Never know whose knee you have to stab when you're sitting on someone's lap and they get too excited.
Edeyar dresses up one time and starts acting like a rich asshole. You see this?
All
What do you
right.
mean, dress up?
No more scratching his butt.
Hey, this thing itches. Let's get this show on the road.
No one told you to wear that chiffon poof platter pants.
Yeah, you picked it.
Yeah,
I am Norma.
I was going to say
No,
you're
I'm not.
going to all need different names if you're going to trick this Badger De Darkmore. What are your names for tonight? You do not want to give your real names. I know we came up with new names for Riverhall, but this is different situation. Like I cannot show up as Wu-Tang. I have to be someone else. Yes.
I am Norma the Marvelous.
Weak.
What's wrong with that name?
Nothing.
I thought it was pretty
Absolutely nothing.
good.
Nora.
You may call me Yelena.
Okay.
Sounds
Yaiko looks,
harsh.
looks at Desiree and Edeyar. And what about the two of you? What are your names?
I haven't thought of that yet. We'll figure it out when we get there.
You do not want to figure it out when you get there, Edeyar, because maybe this Badger or his demon guards might catch on to you trying to think of something. It has to be natural, yes?
Fine. Let's go with Eduardo.
Oh,
Ego-
what? Say that
Eduardo.
one more time. Eduardo. Eduardo.
Guaro.
Is there a D in that? Eduardo.
See.
Sí.
Eduardo. And what about you, Desiree? What is your name going to be?
Diamond. A man's
Huh.
best friend.
Diamond.
Oh man.
Diamond. I see.
Diamond de Campus.
I almost brought out the Diamond's voice in, as you said that. Diamond de Kenneth is another NPC I used to play in a very old campaign. I almost brought it out. You almost brought Diamond outside of Yaito. Good job.
Good job.
All right. Well, that is all your names. This is good. I hope you all the best of luck. Now, do not get too close to Diamond, yes? Or not Diamond. Do not get too close to Badger, yes?
Yeah, I don't want him to do stuff to us.
Now, the good question is, or the big question is, will he even like any of you to allow you into Penthouse? Or will he like all four of you? Who knows?
How
I'm
could
pretty
he
sure
not
he's just gonna
like
choose Isundra.
Yelena?
Why would he not want to have like a 3 or a 4 or maybe even a 5-way? That's best case scenario. And then we got him alone in a room to beat his ass.
Diamond's gonna talk him into a 5-way.
Oh Jesus. It's a lot of bodies.
It's a lot of
It's a lot.
sensation.
Star looks at you and he just, or all of you, and he begins to walk towards the door. I will collect you all at 7 p.m. Be ready at 7.
Yeah, just bring the limo around, all right, Jeeves?
What is Jeeves?
Bring the limo around.
What is limo?
All right, me and the bitches are leaving. Let's go.
All right, get the damn wagon.
He just looks at you and shakes his head. And he's going to step out and shut the door behind him. And Yaito is just looking over his shoulder. Oh my goodness, that man has always been rude, yes? He needs more tea in his life. Unfortunately, he cannot have tea. He is a revenant. They do not eat or drink. Maybe that is why he is always mean. What do you think?
I like him better than Camrose. At least keeps his mouth shut.
Ouch. Camrose is good. He's good people. He's been there for us for a long time now.
Only when there's something in it for him.
Of course. Just like you.
Wow, I feel seen. The call is coming from inside the house. Where would you be without us? You wouldn't have a stable. You wouldn't have a group. Don't you come for me, Cat. I mean it.
We're all friends here, right?
You walk around with thin eyes.
Oh.
He hangs his head low.
Now,
You hear the jingling in his.
Guys, stop fighting. We're all friends here, all right? It's okay. Camrose has his good traits and bad traits, but that's okay. You know, for the most part, he's been here when we've needed him. I know he's not like your normal type of friend, but he has done a lot of stuff to help us, you know?
I've literally never needed him. I can't believe you said that.
I mean, we kind of needed him a couple missions, like when we fought the Chimera. He helped a lot. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
I'm convinced.
I mean,
that
I
any
wasn't.
of those fights would have ended the same way, whether he was there or not.
I mean,
we at Cotton Cole, we make shit happen.
I mean, let me say this again. I mean, I wasn't there for that fight in the Chimera and the ruins, but you guys talked about it, and Camrose talked about it a lot. And from what I heard, it sounded like he did a lot of work.
Of course, his version of events. You're defending someone you weren't even there to see fight. Does the boot taste good, Elroy? What flavor is it?
Damn.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yaito raised his head. Now, Desiree, it is okay. You do not need to talk about boot licking or whatever. Here, have some tea, my friend.
I don't think tea is what she needs. I think she
I'm
needs
good.
alcohol.
Yes, I'm on
Diamond
edge.
is spicy.
Diamond is spicy. Okay. Well, it seems like we have plan in motion. Rogar will show up. I will talk to this Stalwart. I will get more information, and I will bust into doors with Stalwart after you unlock them. Yes. Everyone else can stay behind. Yaito and Yutari can watch over Elroy. Make sure that Avirus does not do anything funny. We do need eyes here in Mansion in case Avirus is planning against us or something. Yes.
Yes, sounds good.
Okay, fine. I'll stay behind. I don't think Yutari is happy about it, but we'll stay behind and make sure Virus isn't doing anything weird.
Nothing better happened to Yatari.
Let's
You
see,
hear me,
not-
Elroy?
It's
I
not like
that
they're gonna stop her.
Yatari.
Elroy
Yatari's
looks-
been dragged along, and we don't let her do anything.
She's like a child. She's not a child. Y'all
Listen,
remember?
too young.
Y'all remember
She's
when
too
she got
young.
into a fight with other students? She pulled out a
Yeah,
dagger.
that's why we don't want her to go. She's going to do something crazy.
Hey,
Yatari
She's like
is
your-
Nomu's cub.
She's like your
alright?
family, Ryan. She just pulls out the daggers. You got to calm down.
Whoa! Don't gotta pull out my family into this.
Look, Yatari is Nomu's cub. All right, he takes good care of her.
Yeah,
All right,
he treats
Yatari.
her like baby.
If you want to come, you can come under one condition. Desiree gets close in her face. I mean, their noses are almost touching because she's like looking way down at her.
Damn.
If you're gonna come, you better bounce that ass. No being talking about, things, no being all nervous. You're gonna get hit on by all types of people. I've been to some freaky joints. This isn't my first penthouse. I'm telling you, people are weird. Can you handle it?
Chara looks up at Diamond, I should say. Diamond.
And don't look at me to come save you. You getting grabbed on and pulled into the corner.
Now we're going to get grabbed on and pulled into the court. I don't know if I'm ready.
You know what? Actually, that didn't come out right. You are allowed to kick somebody in the nuts that be grabbing on you. However, do not have your standards high for how these people are going to behave.
Chara just looks at you and just goes, I think you've had me mistaken, Diamond. I have been to many parties and frat houses back in Londe before. There are very wild people that study magics, that do crazy things. I can stand up for myself very much, thank you. But I'll
Have you ever been
stay
part
here.
of an orgy?
Would Isundra know what that is?
Absolutely, she would not.
And what is that? Is that some kind of food?
Don't worry.
It can be.
She would have no clue.
Well, fine. If you're going to come, you need to change those drab rags you have on.
She's
and
just
hurry up.
Damn.
staying here. Leave her alone.
Oh.
Let her stay.
Oh, that's it.
Jesus.
Yatari just looks at you. No, I guess I'll prove myself to you another time. I'll stay behind and make sure that Avirus isn't doing anything funny. And she
Wow.
just-
So you just threw that entire tantrum to waste everyone's time. Sweet. All right, everyone. Hands in. Let's get this bitch done.
All right, let's do this. I'm ready.
Everyone puts their hand in.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. Aren't you all adorable putting your hands together? This is like true teamwork, yes?
Don't put your damn claws in.
Why? Oh my goodness. Why not?
Oh my
I am
goodness.
going to be helping after you break in. Rogar will be jumping in.
I told you to put your claws in.
Oh, okay. Puts his claws in.
1, 2, 3. Go. All right.
Okay, well, let's get our show on the road. I'll go talk to Stalwart and make sure that I can get enough information and let him know I will be coming along. Maybe I'll be second guard because there are 4 of you. So maybe Lady Orlona will send 2 guards. That makes sense to me, yes?
Yeah, it makes sense to me. You're a big guy.
Yes, I am good bodyguard. Okay, I will go talk to Stalwart and we will be ready to get going soon. All right, goodbye, ta-ta. And Rogar is going to get up and he steps out of the room, leaving you all there. So if you all are ready to move on to the mission, we can say fast time travel, a couple hours. And 7 o'clock finally hits. All of you are meeting with Stalwarts at the main entrance to Avirus's mansion. And there with Stalwart is Rogar. Stalwart, again, he has his katana at his side. Rogar is there with his armor and his great sword. Yatari, Elroy, Yaito, they're also there as well to wish you guys luck. Avirus is nowhere to be found. It seems like she's busy doing whatever she does. Camros, however, is there, and he's scratching his belly as you're all preparing to step outside of the mansion. All right, guys. Well, good luck to all of you. Hopefully that Badger's 2 guards aren't necessarily truly demons. However, after seeing Vanya summoning that damn devil, I'm going to believe the 2 of them really are. So Be mindful of any mind games. Don't get your mind taking like I did during the fight with Vanya. That would be dangerous, yes? I wish you all the best of luck. And if you happen to fail, I will be sure to make sure you all have proper burials. Because I'm such a good friend.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm just saying. I'll make sure that you all are all known by the gods themselves, the Arctic Divine. I'll make sure Edeyar is buried somewhere where his goddess would shine brightly upon his corpse.
Sounds like it costs a lot. He needs somewhere cheap. Just kick dirt on him.
Stalwart, he's just sitting there, and he has this wagon with 2 horses attached to them. He just goes, "Enough chatter. Let us go."
Oh, yeah.
Just grumbling.
Talking to me like that. My mama don't talk to me like that.
I'm gonna whoop his ass. Someone got whoop his ass.
Gnome climbs into the wagon.
All right, so I'm going to release the next map that you all are going to be on. So your roll 20 should be loading. At the top left, you'll see the penthouse outdoors with some gates. All 4 of you are on the outside, and I'll have Stalwart and Rogar along with you as well. Do you all see yourselves on the new map?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, I see it.
All right, so we'll make sure everyone has access to this before we get going. Let me go ahead and
Damn.
All right. So now that everyone has access to the new map, 7 o'clock, I said hits, and all 4 of you get into this wagon with Rogar and Stalwart leading it. The 2 of them are outside the wagon of this, or this carriage, I would say. All 4 of you are brought to the penthouse, and it takes you all a bit of time to get there, even on wagon, but you eventually get to the outskirts of the penthouse. Surrounding the penthouse are massive walls and this enormous gate, this arch that you are all able to get into. And once the wagon stops at the gate, you can notice all around the penthouse, it's in the downtown portion of Wolf Pine. So there are many buildings around. There are many people walking the main roads around the area. But with it getting closer to 8, you can see a lot of people are beginning to close up some shops, and some of the people are getting ready to go home for the night. But again, it is in a more well upkept portion of Wolf Pine. Many of the buildings around here are owned by nobles and or rich people of the type. So you don't really see very many beggars or anyone just walking the streets looking all raggedy and whatnot. It's a upscale area of Wolf Pine. But Stalwart brings you all to the gates, and as you all get to the gates, there are a couple of guards that begin to open the gates because they are expecting this party. And as you all enter, you have to step out of your wagon. Rogar and Stalwart, they begin to walk first, pretending to be your bodyguards for the time being. And as you all walk into or through the gates that lead into the courtyard of the penthouse, you can notice that, again, it's surrounded by walls that are about 20 feet high. So not many people can see into the courtyard. But as you do so, there is this magnificent fountain that looks to be of elven make at the center of the courtyard. And the courtyard has grass and a nice field that goes all around the penthouse. But as you step into the courtyard, there is this concrete stone sidewalk or path that you follow to this fountain. And there are massive statues all around the courtyard, as you can see, of weird angelic looking figures with wings. On the ground of the courtyard around the fountain, there are these angel-like statues all around. But on the very top of the penthouse, you can see the penthouse is about 3 stories. On the top of the penthouse, which is massive, by the way, this penthouse shows how rich the Darkmores are. There are these massive gargoyles sitting atop of the roof. You all can look up and spot them. The gargoyles all look demonic in some shape or form. They look terrifying, but they're staring down at the party. Again, they're not technically like actual alive gargoyles. They're just statues, but they look like gargoyles, and they're very terrifying looking. Even the angelic looking statues on the ground have this weird smile or like these faces, these expressions on their faces that would creep kids out. And as the four of you are led up past the fountain, there are 3 guards standing at the penthouse. It's a two-doored gate that enters the penthouse, and the 3 guards are looking at the 4 of you, as well as, or I should say the 6 of you. And one of the guards steps up. They're all human, about middle-aged. One of the guards steps up to Stalwart and Rogar, and you can hear him saying, "Halt! Let us see the entertainment, if that is what this party is. Do you have paperwork for them?" And Stalwart, he slowly reaches into his clothing and he pulls out a piece of paper that's rolled up with a stamp on it that's sealed, and he hands the scroll over to the guard, and the guard takes the scroll. He looks down at the stamp and he can see that the seal has Lady Orlona's seal of approval on it, and he slowly begins to unravel the scroll, and he begins to look through the scroll. And then as he reads it, he looks up at the 4 of you. So he looks over at, we'll say, Damien first, or Desiree. We have Diamond. Which one of you is Diamond?
I mean, it depends. Which one would you want hand in hand? Me or one of them?
I asked, who is Diamond?
Oh, goodness, it's me.
Good.
Were you not entertained?
I was not. And I don't like your tone.
That's why
either.
I'm not entertaining you.
All right. Next is Eduardo. Eduardo, speak up.
That is me, Squire.
He looks.
Eduardo Cabello.
Eduardo Cabello.
Bello. Weak.
He looks over at Edeyar and nods. Next, Norma. Who is Norma?
I am Norma the Marvelous, and I do not appreciate being questioned by lowly gods when our benefactor, Lady Orlona, has sent us personally.
Last but not least, is it Yelena? Elena?
Excuse me.
What
it
is
is
this?
Yelena.
Yelena. So you
Lady
are
Elena.
Lady Yelena.
Yes, I would like some tea.
We'll see about that. And he looks over the rest of the documents. He has his eye. He's studying these documents. He seems to be fairly strict from the look of it. The other 2 guards are standing on either side of the stairs that lead up to the gate or the doors that enter the penthouse. All 3 of them have this serious expression on their faces. You would get the idea that they have been told to keep a high profile, or a high guard, I should say, on anyone that attempts to get in. But as he continues to read the document, he just looks back over at the rest of you, and he looks at Stalwart and Rogar. Rogar is standing there silently with his hands behind his back with his greatsword attached to it. And he looks at Stalwart. And who is that? Stalwart looks up at the guard. That is the other guard. The 4 individuals here. They are high-profile individuals sent by Orlona. 2 guards for 2 individuals each. That is who the other man standing there is. The guard nods and just, All right, so these are the rules. He rolls up the scroll and puts it into his pocket. These are the rules of Badger De Darkmore's penthouse. The 4 of you will be escorted into the main lobby. Once you are in the lobby, you are to be greeted by Badger himself. He will assess your looks, your personality, and then he will make a decision on which one of you, or all, or many, that he would like to stay for the rest of the evening. If he does not wish for you to be here, he will kick you out immediately, and you will know it. Your guards are to stay outside the penthouse, wait outside here for till further notice. Once you are in the main lobby, you are to do as you are told. There is no walking off. There is no touching of anything unless you are told you may do so. Do we have an understanding of the rules?
Yes, understanding.
Mm-hmm.
There is no speaking unless spoken to by Badger himself. Understood?
Right.
Very good. Well, with that, then, we'll be taking you to the lobby. And like I said, no touching and no wandering off. If you are to do so, it will leave a bad reputation for your benefactor, Lady Orlona. We would not like that, would we now?
Of course not. Our benefactor is a very prestigious woman.
Good. He looks at the other two guards and just nods. The seal is legit. The names all match what was told to us prior. I think we're good to go. And one of the guards looks over and nods as he walks up to the gate and he begins to open the doors. And as the doors are open, you see this bright light shine from out or from indoors out to the courtyard. You can already see how immaculate the interior of the penthouse is. Obviously, Badger is a man of many tastes, and he is not afraid of spending money to make sure that his penthouse and his locations and his homes are lavished with the most expensive of riches. But as the gates open, you all have the opportunity to kind of look around the courtyard before entering, and I'm going to reveal the lobby. One moment. Does anyone do anything in the courtyard or look at anything before going into the lobby?
I kind of want to eye the gargoyles up top. I guess I'll roll a perception on
you can
those
roll.
gargoyles.
You can make a perception. A 10. So there, like I said, the penthouse is about 3 stories high. You look up, the gargoyles are massive. They're bigger than all of you all. They're of a large size category. And they just seem to be staring down at your soul, Nomu, as you look up. You can't really see the minor details of the 10 since they're about 3 stories high, but you can definitely tell they're staring down at you.
Nomu shivers a little bit on that.
Anyone else before you enter the lobby?
Yeah, I'll make a perception check. That's no better than him.
A 9. So yeah, if you're looking at the gargoyles, you see about the same.
I was just looking in general at the guards and listening. And
the guards themselves, they all seem to be at least the 3 guards on the outside of the penthouse in the courtyard or the courtyard. They're all well equipped. They have armor, leather armor on with some sheathed blades. So they definitely are ready to fight if need be. And they all seem to be of, somewhat muscular stature. They all look to be fairly decently in shape and ready for any combat if need be. They're not your standard bouncer at a lowly tavern. These ones seem to be much more devoted to the job at hand, much more ready and prepared for combat. So possibly not mercenaries, but you'd think they could possibly be mercenaries. You're not sure. But let's go ahead. I revealed the lobby. So everyone to the right of the current map is the lobby. Place your characters in front of this chandelier that's hanging down. I'll kind of explain the lobby as you all enter. But as you enter the lobby, again, there is this magnificent tiling on the floor as you enter with these lush red rugs and carpets that lead up to 2 staircases that wind up to the second floor, which leads to a balcony with an overlook. But as you continue to make your way into the lobby, there is another fountain that looks to be of elven make to your immediately left. And to your right, there are some walls that lead into another room. You can see there are many statues inside this lobby as well. 2 gargoyle statues on either side leading to both of the staircases. The lanterns and the chandeliers that are lit are all looking magnificent, all have this golden tinge to them. And then you also see these animal-like statues, a wolf and this bird statue that are attached to the walls on either side of the lobby. This lobby is massive. It looks much bigger inside than it did outside. But again, directly in front of you, next or in the center of the 2 staircases that curve up to the second floor, there is this statue of a man riding this horse, a golden statue. This man in armor, he has this mace in his hand. And if you look down at the name plaque, you would see that it says Badger De Darkmore. So the man obviously loves himself. He sees himself to be a warrior of some kind, as this guy on this statued horse has armor and this mace, and he looks to be of like some kind of heroic figure, but it just says Badger De Darkmore on the name plaque. But as you are led into the lobby, the doors are shut immediately after the 2 or 4 of you enter, leaving Rogar and Stalwart outside with the 3 guards, as they are not allowed to enter. But as the 4 of you step in, there are several guards scattered around the lobby. You can see there's about 6 guards in the lobby. One of them walks up to you, and he has you all walk up to the statue with the horse and badger or whatever. And as the 4 of you step into the lobby, you're under the chandelier. The guard looks at the 4 of you. Welcome to Badger De Darkmore's penthouse, ladies and gentlemen. I will go and tell the lord of this home that you have arrived. Wait here and do not touch anything. You may look, but you may not touch. And the guard steps up and begins to walk up the stairs to go and fetch Badger himself, leaving you with the 5 other guards. And all the guards are looking your way. Some of them have their eyes kind of just staring at you. Some of them raise eyebrows at some of you. And the guard that's nearest to you, that's standing, he looks at the 4 of you. Seems that our master is going to have quite the variety to choose from. I hope you're all prepared to be judged by Badger De Darkmore himself. If you are to be accepted by our master's grace, then you can consider yourselves lucky. Not very many people catch the eye of our Lord here. But you may look around at this vast collection of statues and goods if you would like while you wait. You don't have to stand stiff there, my friends.
Your god friends are kind of rude, but you seem to be a nice one. What's your name?
You may call me. I did not think of a name for this.
Every time.
Every goddamn time. You may call me. This is
Alfred.
This is a human. No, he's not Alfred. His name is Bartholomew.
Well, Bartholomew, after this is concluded, maybe Lady Arlona will like to give you a private session.
Ooh, dear.
As tempting as that sounds, my good entertainer, I am not allowed to accept any bribes or goods from the entertainers without master's permission. I do accept, and I am happy to hear that you would offer such a kind deal, but I may not be tempted.
Interesting. He turns away and looks away towards the fountain. Nose up.
How do you all conduct yourselves right now?
Oh.
You're all kind of allowed to just do what you want to do. You're looking around, waiting for Badger to show up. You get this feeling now would probably not be the best of times to attack the guard, since Badger is possibly on his way soon. But I mean, I'm gonna allow you to do whatever you want to do. If this is what you want to do now, that's up to you. But what are you for doing?
I want to see how they're armed, so I want to take a look at everyone.
Make a perception check or an investigation check, whatever you prefer.
Charisma low. Let's go with perception. Roll fire, please.
Dang.
That's fire. That's fire.
You roll 19. That is fire.
And he's just eyeballing the guards like seductively, of course. It's about as seductive as a Nomu can get. All right.
So the
He
six,
just looks hungry.
yeah. The 6 guards, minus the one that went to go fetch Badger, the 5 or all 6 of them, they all have medium armor. The guards outside all had leather armor. These guys inside looks to be chain shirts on. They're well armed. Some of them have swords. Some of them have some mallets and or war hammers. They definitely have equipment that is ready to do damage if need be.
I'm looking at their discipline too. Any of them drinking or anything?
No, they all seem to be well disciplined. All of them are standing in what looks to be strategic positions in the lobby. and all of them have their hands behind their backs as if they were like militarized in some way. And they're all looking at you, looking around, making sure you're not doing anything that is against the rules. But none of them seem to really attempt to really chat with you. Really, they all are definitely well disciplined.
Damn, they're rigid. All right, that's gonna be a problem. Got it. Got it.
What about the three of you, other than Nomu? What are the three of you doing? Are you looking around and seeing what else is around here, or are you just standing around waiting?
Isundra is tapping Nomu on the shoulder while he's looking around, and she says, "Nomu, Norma. What is the private thing you said? What do you mean? What's what we're trying to do?"
I don't know. I just heard that before.
Where did you hear it, Nomu?
In Estel Dream. I heard it in some kind of back alley.
Okay,
Some
I'm going to
people
be
whisper
really
it.
honest with you real quick, Norma. I have no idea what happens here. I don't know what we're doing. I just
I
know we're
guess we're about
supposed
to
to be
find out.
fancy.
I don't know. Maybe they're
Desiree.
inviting us to dinner.
Desiree chimes in. Will you two shut up? She straightens back up, chin up, chest back,
Yeah.
I never got
shoulders
to my tea.
back. He's making a sultry face, sizing up everyone.
Isundra's trying to
Walking
be fancy.
very slowly, one heel in front of the other, crossing,
Damn.
looking
Okay.
everyone up and down as,
It's like your
she's-
runway.
slowly makes her way around the room, not walking in any particular order, not straight, just around.
As you're walking around, Diamond, and looking around at everything, you get the feeling that Badger is a man that likes to show off his money. Everything in the lobby, from what you've seen from the outside to the inside, has taste of someone that is well off. He is definitely a rich man. You know, he has a business in Bracana that he runs. He obviously is not as well known as his sister Vanya in all of Tyrster, but his business in Bracana does give him and provide him much riches. But compared to Avirus's mansion was nice, but was not flashy like our penthouse here. So you definitely get the feeling that Badger, especially with the statue, he is definitely a narcissist of some kind, and he loves to show off his money. You get that feeling right off the bat just by seeing his penthouse.
Oh, my boy's tricking.
Just my type.
He stole money.
Diamond turns around. Oh, goodness, I'm parched. Do I have to beg for someone to take a woman's coat, get her a drink, offer her an hors d'oeuvre? My goodness.
Can someone get my good friend Diamond here a drink?
Said not to touch anything, not that we couldn't have anything.
Bartholomew, he looks at the four of you. You will be provided drinks and all of the courtesies of our master once he has chosen who will stay and who will go. No one is provided any of the luxuries until you have been chosen. You may not touch anything in my master's penthouse unless you are chosen by him himself. You are to call him a god while you are in the penthouse.
Okay.
Oh, someone's got to whip this guy's ass.
Isundra looks at who just spoke?
Bartholomew, the guard that was talking with you earlier.
Okay. I mean, I get it, but also it seems really cheap that you just wait until you choose someone instead of giving all of your guests some tea at the very least.
No, but
Are you saying that out loud, Bartholomew?
Yeah.
He looks at Isundra. My dear, you do not understand. A god does not allow those that are not worthy to touch anything that is owned by thy god.
I'm not trying to touch it. I'm trying to have a drink so that
Yes,
I'm not parched
you are-
when your dude comes in here.
Well, you will be provided with the luxuries of drinks and food if you are chosen. He will be here shortly.
My goodness, you are almost as annoying as he sounds.
Excuse me.
What?
What did you say?
I
didn't say anything. It's been quite the night. She's just anxious.
I'm very nervous. I would like to have something to calm my nerves.
Yeah, come over here, Yelena. Just chat with me, dear. Desiree whispers in her ear, "This is a bunch of bullshit."
It is bullshit. He has money. He can't give us a drink.
Oh, he gonna give me a drink.
Also, really quick, I hope you guys like this freaking map I built.
Ryan
Oh,
was
dude,
very
it's great.
excited about this map. Very excited.
It's luxurious.
I hope you guys like I went with like a gothic kind of theme for this guy, as you could tell with the outside of the
Yeah.
penthouse. I hope you kind of get the vibe that it is somewhat gothic-y.
I came upstairs and Ryan was spending an immense amount of time on these double staircases. So I hope that you guys appreciate them.
Yes, I wish that chat. I'm not streaming. I wish that our listeners could see this.
Well, they can if they go to tavernsandcaverns.com. and
Tavernsandcaverns.com. No, actually, we're going to be doing a Patreon, which I'll be talking about at the end of the episode.
So, actually, if you go to patreon.com/tavernsandcaverns, you could see our map for $1.
You get more than just the map. But anyways, back to what's at hand. As you are all waiting, eventually the guard that left, he comes back. You see him walking down the stairs, and he walks back to the group, and he looks over at the four of you. Our master has been informed of your arrival. He is on his way. He shall be here in a couple of seconds. Please, all four of you, step up closer. Come on now, don't be shy. Step up closer and form a line, if you could, please, so that he may.
Don't be a shy. You get it?
Jesus.
From.
So while you're all awaiting, Yaito is
Bartholomew
talking.
is like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Bartholomew's like, what the fuck?
Are we supposed to stand up by the statue?
Yes, go up closer towards the staircase and the statues where you are closer to the upper balcony.
Because he's
And
going
he
to look
wants,
down on
yes,
us?
he's going to look down on you, the four of you.
Is the
those-
statue in this map that's like a centaur? Is that what the statue actually is?
No, the statue is
Statue of him, right?
of him on a horse.
Oh, you're right. It is a person on a horse.
Yes.
I thought it was a centaur. Okay, never mind.
No, this is a
I got
human on a
excited.
horse. So make a formal line here. So as you all step into this line,
What is that the art? Edgar?
Eduardo
Eduardo, get your ass
Cabela.
up here.
Eduardo
Si, senor.
Cabela. But as the four of you step up and make a formal line, you
Eduardo.
hear these massive doors open slowly. But before you see Badger himself, you see two elven women step out of the hallway up above. One
they look
has long red hair, the other has
Hmm.
long blonde. And again, they're both elven from what it looks like. You can't see all the details since they're on the second floor at the balcony, but you see that the woman with long red hair, she steps up. She is wearing this fancy like dress with this black fur around her neck, and on her shoulder she has this raven that's calling out, staring down at you. I'll place her on the map.
Oh my goodness, this is what Isundra wanted to look like.
And the other elven lady, she has long blonde hair. She is also in a dress as well, but she's not as, I should say, fancy or outgoing or flashy. Let's say flashy as the red-haired woman. She is a more tame dress. She has more of a serious look on her face. She does not have a crow or anything. But the two of them step out onto the balcony and they look down at you. Again, Avirus mentioned their names before. These are the quote-unquote bodyguards or the escorts that follow her brother around everywhere he goes. Again, their names are Terona and Myris. And the two of them look down at the four of you. The redheaded woman with the crow, she pulls out what looks to be a cracker or a bread or something. She begins to feed her crow as she looks down at you with this smug look on her face. And she looks over at the other. Myris, tell me, before Master arrives, do you think he will choose any of these four possibly lucky individuals down there? And Myris looks down at the four of you and she begins to rub her chin as she looks down. And she takes a moment, a pause, as she's thinking, Truthfully, I wouldn't select any four of them if it was me, but you know how our master is. He is a man that has many tastes. And the other lady that would be known as Torona, she begins to laugh. Oh, no. Let's take this back. She does the old 90s anime laugh.
Oh God.
Laugh as she looks at the four of you. I guess we'll make bets. I think Master will take the man in shiny armor over the other three, if anything.
We
What
hear
about
what they're
you?
saying.
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay.
And Myris looks over. We're going to make a bet. I say that Master will take. He's been bored recently. I think he's going to want something more exotic. The woman there in the slit dress with the fishnets, she seems too common. The one in the armor, I think, is too much. He's doing too much. Something exotic. I think the one that's covered up to the tabaxi there. I think Master would choose that one. And then Torona just goes, I see. Well, we'll make bets here. 50 gold? How about 50 gold? Myris just chuckles. 50 gold? What are we, peasants? 2,000 gold. And Torona just laughs. Oh, 2,000 gold. Very well. You are a steep one, aren't you? 2,000 gold it is. I go with the one in shiny armor. You're going with the tabaxi. Very well. You can hear them having this conversation. They're not shy about what you can hear them say.
I elbowed Diamond in the side. Can you believe they said I'm common? They didn't even pick you.
I don't expect them to understand real fashion. They're fucking jealous, bitch. Jealous.
And as the two of them have this banter, they don't really speak to any of you, really. They're just waiting for Badger. And Badger is eventually going to step out from the hallway. Let me place him up here. One moment.
Badger's so horny. Is this like a common occurrence? Does he do this a lot?
Wait, what do you mean
Like
by
once a week?
entertainment exactly?
Oh yeah.
Badger steps into
Every day? I'm curious.
Badger steps out onto the balcony, looking down from the second floor. And as he steps out, he is in these fine, lavishing robes. Unlike his sister, Aviris, or I should say Vanya, where Vanya had the armor under her clothing and she was dressed for combat if need be. He is the complete opposite. He has this lavish red robes on his shoulders. He has no shirt under the robes. You can see his chest out as he's walking. He has this strut about him as he steps out. He has a glass of wine in his hand. He is very, I don't want to say relaxed, but we'll say relaxed as he's walking around. He does not seem to be ready for combat in any way, shape, or form. He's ready for a good time. He's ready to be entertained. And as he looks down at the four of you, he has this short red hair. Again, Vanya had red hair. He too shares the red hair with his sister, unlike Aviris, who has the white hair. But he has this short red hair. He has this beard, this very well-shaved beard on his face. And he is a medium-sized gentleman. He is not, I would say, unattractive, but he is not, I would also say, we'll say he's very normal looking.
Do you have a dad bod?
We'll give him a dad bod. Sure. Why not?
Damn.
He's got the dad bod. He's got his chest out. I mean, his robes are closed, but his chest is showing. And you can see his hands are delicate while he's holding this nice glass of wine. He begins to shake the wine in his hands as he's holding it ever so delicately. He takes a sip of it as he looks down at the four of you. Welcome, my lovelies, to Badger De Darkmore's Penthouse. I must thank Lady Orlona for sending such fine gentlemen and ladies to my lovely abode. I hope you all enjoy and like what you see here. But before we get any further, I must inspect every single one of you to see how well you have prepared yourselves for tonight's entertainment. And he begins to walk down the right side of the staircases slowly to greet every single one of you. And as he does so, he just comes down gleefully. Unlike Vanya, he's a little bit more
Flamboyant?
Yeah, flamboyant, unkept. He's not all that serious like his sisters. He's very easygoing. But as he comes down, he looks down at the first that's there in line. He comes up and he stands about 5'9", so he's not extremely tall, but he's not too short. And he has this somewhat tanned skin to him. And he looks at the first one in line, which is Diamond or Desiree. And he slowly looks up closer to you, Desiree. And he has his glass of wine. He takes a small sip as he stares you down. He looks from top to bottom and he leans in. He begins to sniff you a bit. Did you put any perfume on or anything?
Well, of course, Chanel number 5.
He takes a sniff. He goes, elegant perfume, my dear. And he takes over. He looks over at the next in line, which would be Isundra. He kind of like slowly walks over and he leans in to take a sniff. Did you put any perfume on Isundra?
She bathed.
So no perfumes, just bathe.
She probably would have put too much on. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't know how to spray it.
Okay. So make me a charisma roll really quick,
Oh God.
if that's the case. Oh, God. No, that matches what you said. You put too much on. So
I got an 8.
Isundra got an 8. He leans in to sniff you as well. He quickly like
Isundra leans
jumps
back whenever he sniffs her though, because that's fucking weird. So what are you doing?
he as he leans in to sniff you. Oh, dear, you have put way too much of that perfume on. How did you get into the ranks of Lady Orlona? Oh my God, the stench. That's so much.
I have what you call like a special personality that some people enjoy.
A special personality? And what personality is that? Show me.
I'm very like some guys really like when you're mean to them. Sometimes I can do that if you want. I don't want to get murdered here though, so I don't want to just start coming out of the woodwork with it, but you shouldn't sniff women. It's kind of fucking weird.
He looks at you. I can do what I want. I am a god.
But
here
sometimes.
in my Penthouse. Are you speaking back to me?
Yes.
Mm.
I told you that was my personality.
He raises an eyebrow. I see. And then he looks over at the next individual, which is Nomu. And he steps to the side. And he leans in to sniff Nomu. And you, what is your name?
I am Nomu the Marvelous.
Mm.
He sees his veil kind of jingle with the bronze discs on it.
Interesting take on clothing. Not bad. Can't say I've had a tabaxi in many years. It's been a while, but I do like tabaxis. And then
like hair in your mouth?
Yeah, I like whatever in my mouth.
Oh.
Jesus. I feel like I should read the Bible.
Oh
my God, we need to go see that preset you robbed. We need someone to cleanse us. God damn.
And he looks over at, last but not least, Edeyar or Eduardo, and he slowly steps up in front of Eduardo, and he looks you up and down, Edeyar. You come bearing your armor, I see. From time to time, I do enjoy myself a man in armor. So tell me, are you going to be playing the role of a knight in shining armor tonight? What is your take? Why did you decide to wear armor to my penthouse? What is your name?
Good. My name is Eduardo Cabello. It is true. I chose to wear my armor tonight. The reasons being, it is the only clothing that I truly feel alive in, that I can truly express myself to the masses.
I see. And as he's gonna start touching your armor a bit to see what kind of engravings and how well made it is. Is this old armor of yours, Edeyar? Did you grab armor from Avirus's resources?
No, this is that plate that magical plate that I got with the, what do we call it? Get the name.
Oh, okay. So this is your magic armor that has magic. Okay. As he's touching your armor, he goes, he takes a sip of his wine. I see this is well-maintained armor. I like someone that takes care of their belongings, And it's magical, no doubt, I bet. Where did you get this armor, my lad?
I perused shops for many years, looking for the armor to fit me. Nothing below the best would be good enough for me.
I agree. And then he begins to walk back and forth, looking all of you and sniffing all of you still. Before I make my decision, as my guards should have told you by now, you are to call me a god at all times. You do not call me by my name. I am Badger De Darkmore. I am no longer Badger to you. I am your god. Do we have a understanding, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, God.
If I request you to do something, you do it. Do we have an understanding?
I guess so.
Yes,
Season.
God.
It's only you pick, baby.
He looks at his guards and he gives a nod at one of the at Bartholomew, and then he looks at the four of you. Well, I think I've made my decision. He looks up at his two elves up top and he just nods to the two of them, and he takes his hand where he has his glass of wine that he's drank all of now, and Bartholomew takes the glass from him, like kind of bows to him as he steps away, and he claps his hands. I have made thy decision, and I will be having all four of these lovelies for entertainment tonight. Please escort my lovelies to the waiting room. Make sure they are well prepped. Make sure that they have all the fine delicacies that a god has to offer them. And once they are well prepped, you may escort them up to my private chambers. I will go and prepare myself as well. And he has this smile on his face as he begins to walk back up the stairs. And as he does so, Bartholomew
Isundra starts clapping. That's what we're supposed to do because he clapped.
He looks at Isundra. Did I tell you to clap?
Well, no, but you clapped, so I thought that's what we were doing.
No, you do not clap unless I tell you to clap.
Do you want me to clap?
I do not.
Fine.
Now say, forgive me, my God.
He kind of elbows it.
Say it, damn it.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do. Say it.
That's not why I'm here, though, right?
He elbows her again.
Say it, damn it.
Okay, forgive me.
You're missing the last two words. Say it. Say it.
Say it.
Actually, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't speak 100% what the language you're speaking, so.
You dare defy your God this night.
Only because you like it a little bit, right?
It is somewhat hot, but say it.
Whatever, my God.
That'll be good enough. And he
Damn.
continues up towards the stairs. He looks at Tarona and Myris. All right, my dears, follow me. He looks down at the guards. Bartholomew will make sure that they are well nourished and prepared for tonight's entertainment. Allow them a taste of what a god can provide his guests. And he's going to walk
Bartholomew,
away.
give me my tea.
And he's going to walk away with Tarona and Myris. And the guards look at you. And Bartholomew, he looks, all right, follow me. And as he begins to walk away, he leads to the walls, and there's a room that has this arch over the doorway. There's no door. It's just an open arch to the southeast of the room, or the lobby, where you are led to this nice, lavishing room with this gorgeous purple rug and carpet, I would say, that has this embroidery or this design that looks magnificent, with these lovely chairs and couches in the room. And there are tables, or there is a table with some wine and fine drinks and snacks. But he's going to lead you to the bottom right of the map.
Hey, man. What's up with that Baphomet on that rug?
Hey, that's up to you to decide. But he leads you to this room. And as Bartholomew does so, the other guards, they walk up to take your jackets if you have any. And once they take your jackets, they will walk away with your jackets to put them away.
Finally.
Bartholomew looks at you. Would any of you like some wine or fine drinks or food while we wait?
As Desiree starts to take off her fur and unveil her rather large shoulders. Yes, Scotch neat. Sorry.
And a glass of cream.
Oh, God.
And what about
Who knows what
fancy,
that
right?
means here?
He looks at Isundra and Edeyar, and the two of you, would
Upset.
you like anything to drink?
I would like a spot of tea.
Your finest glass of water, please.
You know what?
The finest gla-
You said
And-
nothing less than the best for me.
That would be filtered, untapped water straight from the Fujiwara Springs.
Oh, please. Oh my God,
You
did I
should
say that out
treat
loud?
yourself. You sure you don't want to treat yourself?
Getting the finest
Eduardo?
water. That is treating myself.
Oh my God.
The best water there is to have in this world. What more could anyone else ask for?
So Bartholomew, he says, please snack on any of the hors d'oeuvres or snacks that you wish, and I will go grab your drinks. I shall be right back, ladies and gentlemen, and be sure that you are well prepared for the entertainment. Our master is one that likes to be entertained all night long. And he's going to step out, leaving the four of you in this, I would say, guest room or waiting room. But as the four of you are left to your devices, what are the four of you doing?
Ugh, I thought he'd never leave, fucking creep.
What kind of entertainment is he talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's not important. It's not going to matter.
It
All right, so what do
might.
we do?
I think it might, man. I'm gonna drink as much as I can, as fast as I can. The rest of you, be on your best behavior.
Define best behavior.
Well, I wasn't
I
really
think you're
talking to
fine.
you. Yeah, well, you're good.
What do we do?
Cinder's laying on this couch eating grapes in her mouth like she's fancy.
So,
I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. I mean, it depends on what he wants from us. I think we all can expect.
Expect what?
When
Are we waiting for?
Listen, we're either gonna have to throw the first punch at some of these guards, or we're gonna have to go into a nasty dungeon. And I don't know about you, but I'm committed.
hold on. When do you want me to, Eldritch Blast him? Because he's really annoying.
He's taking us to his room, right? Just do it there.
Yeah, we should do somewhere quiet.
I mean, Edeyar, I know this goes against your beliefs and yada yada, but we've got to get him alone. Maybe up into one of those rooms.
But
We
Edeyar, he is
convince him.
gross, so I think you have no problem.
Like you said, what happens in the room, we'll just jump him. Getting him up there is going to be the problem.
Not the
But if we
problem,
make a
not
bunch of
the problem.
noise,
Let me start the conversation.
I think he's gonna get us to that room no matter what.
if we make a bunch of noise, are the other guards going to hear us?
I'm pretty sure that won't be the first time they heard a commotion coming from that room.
I'm more worried about those two, Miles and Taruna. They seem like a problem.
Yeah, they do
Do
seem
you think
like
they will
have
be
some-
joining us?
I hope not.
I mean, that would make it spicy. But no, I could never do that to Jacqueline.
keep in mind that Torona and Myris, they were extremely attractive elves.
Yes, they were. I miss Vanya sometimes. I had a dream about her.
What kind of dream?
Drink your cream.
Jesus.
As you're discussing,
Are you drunk?
Bartholomew returns and he provides you with all the drinks you requested, and he looks at the four of you. Now,
Hold on, can I
Our-
say how drunk I am?
yeah, make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, that's a 9.
Oh,
You're pretty drunk. Let's just go ahead and say you have gone beyond the tipsy phase.
Oh shit, this might get a little more real than we expected. Edeyar, watch over him.
Bartholomew, though, he provides you with more drinks throughout the night. As our master enjoys it, he likes to make sure that his guests are well off before they join him with his activities in his room. So please get to know one another, enjoy everything, and we will be back to gather you once our master is ready for you. He is preparing his room for all 4 of you, which is going to take a little bit of time. So please enjoy yourselves while you wait. If there is anything you need, you may come and grab me. Just shout out my name and I will be here. I will leave you all to enjoy yourselves for the rest of the night. I would go ahead and assume that Master will take about an hour to prepare for the rest of the evening. So
An hour? What is he doing?
there's many things. When my master says he has brought you here for entertainment, there are many different forms of entertainment that he enjoys.
shit! Now I'm afraid.
The
The hell's in that room? The hell is in that room, man?
Now, like I said, all forms of entertainment, it can go from anything. It can go from, who knows, playing music instruments to dancing to feasting. I cannot say what Master enjoys. All I know that Master enjoys many different forms of entertainment. Now, don't take it lightly. It could be anything.
I don't like where this is going. I'm a little
Hmm.
scared.
I was going there.
Now, remember, you have been sent here by Lady Orlona herself. She is the most powerful in the entertainment business here in Wolfpine. You would not want to disgrace her name, now would you?
Of course not.
You've all been chosen by our master, and color me surprised. I did not think he would choose all 4 of you. It's been quite some time since you've chosen every single entertainer that has stepped through those gates. So
Because we are special.
consider yourselves lucky that he has accepted all 4 of you.
It's not luck, honey. I think you know what it is. He winks.
He's lucky we walked through the door.
Bartholomew just nods. Well, if that is all I can get you, again, just call my name, and in the hour, Master should be ready, and we will prepare everything to bring you to his domain. And he's going to step outside the room, leaving the 4 of you again to yourselves. And remember, you can discuss what the plan is, what you want to do. You do, remember, have Stalwart and Rogar standing outside. If this is something you want the 2 of them to join you on tonight's adventure, you would have to get them in somehow, which would be obviously to let them in yourselves, but there are guards. There are about 6 guards in the lobby. You would have to knock out or kill, including Bartholomew, in order to allow access for Stalwart and Rogar. But remember, there are also 3 guards outside in the courtyard with Rogar and Stalwart.
It's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we should just leave it us.
I'll allow you all to discuss whatever plan you guys wanted to do.
Is Bartholomew away?
Yeah, he stepped out of the room. It's just the
Okay.
4 of you now.
What if we tried to poison Badger? I was gonna call him God, but I forgot.
Poison him with what?
I don't know. You got any poison?
Oh, you got any more acid?
You know, that's a good question. Let me check. That is a very good question. Doesn't look like it. No.
I don't have anything.
Edeyar, is there anything you can cast on him? It's gonna make him more vulnerable.
Quite possibly. I can always put him in a hold. I can always silence him. So I have a lot of versatile spells we can use.
Silence is good. We can
Mhm.
work with that. Can't yell out, can't scream.
I can melt his brain.
I mean,
And
if
make
it
you climb on the wall, but it hasn't worked out so far, so.
We must find out if Tyrona and Myris will be joining. It makes all the difference.
It's true. But if you cast silence, is it on a specific target?
No, it's a whole room.
Area.
It's an area.
Oh,
That's good.
But that also means any spells that require you to say something won't work.
okay. We got to plan ahead on that one.
Yeah, mage armor.
Yeah,
Blade
well,
ward.
I don't think he like Eldritch Blast doesn't matter. I don't think, right?
I think like half of the warlock stuff requires voice. You have to double check because I think you're supposed to like scream them all out.
It's like if it says V, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, vocal.
Okay, most of
then
my stuff is vocal.
S is semantics. And there's another one, which is
Material.
material. So as the four of you are discussing, none of the guards really mess with you at this point in time. You have an hour to decide what you're going to do, if you're going to attack the guards now and let stalwarts and Rogar into the penthouse. If you do that, that might tip off, obviously, Badger, because the guards are going to make noise and his two elven ladies might hear it and warn him, and that's going to be something that would prepare him for combat. Or you can attempt to sneak into his room, or once you get there, to battle him there with the guards down in the lobby. That's your decision. The only way you're going to get stalwarts and Rogar to join you in this fight is if you let them in, but obviously they're not allowed in unless you let them in.
We can't tip them off. We
As
might
long as
have to
as
actually
long as we
wait.
can get up to that room, somebody can get out, whether you need a refreshment or something. It's easier to get out of that room than get in.
We can get them during the entertainments,
Yeah.
whatever that is,
Jeez.
because I don't see any other way right now.
Desiree's knees like shaking. I'm getting anxious. What the fuck's taking this dude so
You all right over there?
God, I'm ready to get this over with. And I'm feeling kind of sexy. This liquor is strong.
You feeling what?
What? There's something in my drink. I don't feel right.
Want me to tell the guard?
No,
What's
Matter
if
of
they
fact,
drugged you?
don't even look over there. What?
What's if he drugged you?
Well, he'll just have to pay for it
What?
with his life.
I think we may have to jump him during the festivities. Whatever that is.
I think that's our best plan of action.
We can't tip him off, no matter what.
Goody.
And he was dumb enough to select all of us, so
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
yeah.
Thought
Cat
that was
and co
definitely
jumping.
out.
The cat and co jumping. They'll
Let's
call
do
it in
that.
the songs.
So we wait
So-
until we're in his room and then we jump him, right?
Hopefully.
Once he's nice and comfortable and not suspecting anything, yes.
I hope this doesn't end up like Castlevania.
What do you mean?
The
Yeah.
TV show, whenever
Killing
he
the siblings.
sleeps. Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot about
oh, yeah, I
that.
forgot about them.
They try to kill him and he just murders them.
So the plan is you're gonna wait to go to the room and then attack. You're not gonna bring Stalwart or Rogar. I just want to make sure I got this.
Oh, I don't know. When
well,
you
we haven't
say like
decided.
that.
Well, we might still do it if we have an opportunity.
Wait, is there a window in here?
No windows.
You just let him in through the window.
Yep.
Make a window.
Take a window?
I mean, you could.
I don't know if that'd be a good idea.
I mean, how are you gonna make a window though? It might be noisy.
And I got stone shape.
You have to remember too, though. The guards outside might see it.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I think it's up to us.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're just gonna have to be real careful.
Yeah, their last resort. We might not need them. Didn't have Rogar the first time.
No, we had cameras though.
And he
He's all
traded on
scratching his
us.
belly.
Piece of
Well, he
shit.
died. Yeah. you got knocked out.
I forgot to buy some stuff.
He attacked Nomu.
I
Well,
think
he
it's
was.
mind controlled.
So he says.
Camaros will not attack Nomu.
You're starting to trust him too much, and I'm not feeling that.
He's
coming
he's
off
a
very
friend.
vulnerable to me.
Meanwhile, Camrose sneezes. Achoo! I feel like someone's talking about me right now.
Jeez.
I guess we'll just wait the hour, huh? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
I guess we're waiting the hour.
All right, so Cat and Co decides to wait the hour.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh
So
boy.
As Cat and Co waits the full hour again, you're left to your devices. You're able to relax or whatever. They give you all the food and drinks that you want. And after an hour passes, Bartholomew steps into the room and he comes back and he looks at the four of you. Our master is now ready for all four of you, and the entertainment shall begin. Are all four of you ready and prepared to meet your god?
Oh yes, of course.
Then you may follow me. Come, I shall take you to Master's quarters. And he begins to walk up, leaving the room that you're in, heading up the spiral stairs, going to the second floor where Badger was standing with the two elves, that balcony. And he leads you down this long hallway with several torches. You can see immaculate paintings and just more statues and whatnot kind of all around the hallway that leads you to his room. And as he leads you through the hallway to the room has two large golden doors.
Jeez.
And on these golden doors, you have gems, rubies, and every kind of stone imaginable that you could buy from a jewelry store that are engraved in the doors. And above the two golden doors, you see a plaque that just says Badger De Darkmore's Heaven.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Bartholomew turns to the four of you with his hands behind his back. We have made it to Master's quarters. I hope that you all enjoy the entertainments for the rest of the night. I shall see you when you are finished. And he slowly opens the door into Badger's heaven. And as he does so, we will end this episode of Taverns and Caverns. Well, I had more planned out. Right? Thanks again, everyone, for listening to another episode of Taverns and Caverns. This is your Dungeon Master, Ryan, at Haphazard DM on Twitter. That's where you can find me. And you can also follow some of our other players.
Hi, everybody. I'm Felicia. I play Isundra, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Dagger Tribal.
And I'm Bri. I play Damien and Desiree. You can follow me at Blaze_NBK on Twitter. That's my new name. And Instagram is just BlazeNBK, no space.
I'm Julian, also playing Edeyar. You can follow me at JWPlay0 on Twitter or JWPlay0 on YouTube.
I'm Robert Jones, and I don't have social media, but I am on YouTube. You can find me at TrueBone, that's TRU Bone. I make simple videos by putting video games to movies.
All right, awesome.
Blood and bone. That's all I thought about.
That's our players. Again, thank you for listening, and you can follow us again on Twitter at Taverns Caverns. Cool, and that's it.
See you guys next time.
All right.
Yeah.